नमस्सर्वेभ्यः स्वागतं मङ्गलेन प्रारम्भं कुर्मः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। सहना भवतु सहनौ पुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अस्तु, पृच्छतु महोदय, भवतः प्रश्नान् पृच्छतु, पश्यामः।
Yesterday, Griyate and Kriyate. What is the dhatu and meaning?
Da dhatu. Diyate is da. Okay, and we saw that 1 minute. Where we saw that?
That is Abhyasa 1.
Abhyasa 1. Okay, we'll go there. Yeah.
Griyate.
Diyate. I think it is the give da dhatu. Yeah. And also yach dhatu is very close couple of that.
What is the lat form? Lat lakara form for that?
Diyate, diyete, diyante. That is one of the complex ganas. Dadati, dadataha, dadati. Okay, I think some students are offering the answers. Dadati, dadataha, dadanti, dadati, that is not even having a nakara. Dadati, like that.
Dadati, dadataha, dadanti.
No. Dadati, dadataha, dadati, something like that. It is one of the tough ganas. Okay? Ramaha pustakam dadati. Ramaha pustakam dadati. Like that it goes. Nakara is not there. Yeah, it is a funny dhatu. It is a funny dhatu. Anyway, we will look it up sometime and
Kriyate, sir. Kriyate.
Karoti kurutaha kurvanti.
Oh, karoti.
It is also a tough dhatu, but it is a very popular dhatu.
I tried to find the meaning. I couldn't find the dictionary. It's not. I should have found karoti. That's what.
No, sometimes the dictionaries don't give every different declension. For that, there are other websites. What you can do is Kr, Dhatu, Rupani, something like that. If you type in Sanskritam in Google, if somebody has tabularized that, and then you will get it. But the best for dhatus is go to ashtadhyayi.com. Okay, ashtadhyayi.com. And I will just show right now because there's so many questions related to that. Let me show the thing slowly on the share. Just hold it. Ashtadhyayi. Okay. Let me change the share and then just wait. Okay. I hope you are able to see my Google window. Okay. So there is this website ashtadhyayi.com. See that ashtadhyayi.com. Okay, so go there. Okay, ashtadhyayi.com. It's a very nice website. One Shriman Nilesh Bodas, he has created this. So he has two sections there, Sutra Pataha and Dhatu Pataha. Okay, the Sutra Pata is related to Ashtadhyayi itself. Okay, Dhatu Pata is related. See, Panini gave two major teachings. One is the Sutra Pata, where he showed the laws of grammar. So that you can form words with it, and Dhatu Pata, where he showed the primary dhatus that are what we call Upadeshika dhatu and Atideshika dhatu. There are some classifications, but anyway, he gave the Upadeshas for what the dhatus are and what their meaning is. Sometimes even the meaning is something that others later, his Anuyayis and others, have built up. So what this Mahodaya Nilesh Bodas has done in the ashtadhyayi.com is to create a repository of both, and it's an ongoing work, but a lot of things are already done. So for example, now I clicked on dhatu part, dhatu dhatu part. So one by one he'll list, but most important, you cannot search like this. So you can take the dhatu, for example, da dhatu. Okay, I have to activate Sanskrit keyboard. Just give me a time. Yeah. So da, dang, dane, something like that. See, now if I press da, then some things will appear. So from that you can search. Okay. See, dad, dane, vadihi, atmanepadi, akarmakaha, one form. There may be something else. You have to carefully look.
Acha.
Okay, one we'll do. We'll give the form. Dadati. We'll give the form. Sometimes out of the form. See, this is the dhatu we are looking for. Da dudai is the technical construction of the dhatu. What is this? Dudai is do is a itakshara, which is a technical prefix, and there is a technical suffix like that. Dudai, dane. This is the meaning. So unfortunately for this dhatu, the dhatu's form itself is taken as the meaning in the act of giving. So Bodhas Mahodaya is not interested in giving English, Hindi, etc. So he has not bothered. But there are other websites that give the English meaning of these dhatus. So now he says here, it belongs to Juhotyadi Gana, and it is an Ubayapadi dhatu.
Upayapadi, okay.
Like, and it's also Sakarmaka, it can take a Karmapada, and other technical things are all given. Okay.
Oh,
So
correct.
now all we have to do is click. Are you able to listen?
Yes.
So if I click this da, then you go into the, you see this? This is what we are requiring. Okay. See, dadati, dattaha. I was even wrong in the madhyama, in the dvivachana. Dadati, dattaha, dadati, etc., etc., etc. So you see every lakara.
Very nice.
You are seeing parasmai atmane, if it is upayapadi. See, lit, lut, like that he has gone according to the order of the lakara. And lot, for example, is a foreign to see. Dattat, dadatu. Dadatu form we use a lot. Dattat is not heard so often. See, there are two alternative forms available according to the laws of dhatu. So, but mostly you hear dadatu. And you see, plural is dadatu. Like this.
Correct.
So, dehi you would have heard a lot. Bhikshan dehi. See that form. So like this, these kind of websites are there, which are not dictionary websites, but that are more technically ready to accept your search and give you the correct thing. So this is a very useful. So finally, you can even share a link like this. See, it shows the Gana subtitle under the Gana and what is the form of the thing you're looking. So it has now highlighted, because I searched for Dadati, it has highlighted Dadati. So if I click that, you see here all the Prakriya laws. Okay. What are the Ashtadhyayi? See the amount of work. What are the Ashtadhyayi sutras that are related to what is happening is being given through a cross search. Okay. It's just amazing. See, he is trying to do even more job to act the prayoga, etc. But he needs help, public help. So he is asked to get in touch, etc. Anyway, so.
Sir, thank you, sir. Can you just WhatsApp the link, please, if you don't mind?
Sure. 1 minute. whatsapp.com. This is another facility for those who don't know how to use WhatsApp over web. Keep your mobile on and turn on WhatsApp on it. Then go to web.whatsapp.com and register your mobile with the web, your web browser on your computer. Okay. Once you do that, you see I am getting everything here. So I can go to Parichaya Gana. I can paste what I just shared.
Great.
Okay. See now, like this. So you get the particular link like that. Okay. Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah. So this is a very good facility also. Anyway, let me stop sharing this. Change back to sharing the.
Thank you, Mahoday.
Welcome, sir. Welcome. Okay. So just stand by, please. I'm just getting things ready. Okay. So we'll go to our lesson. Okay, yesterday we completed this. We were at this Chatushloka. So let us go through this Chatushloka. So let me invite Riddhi Bagini. You're there, I think. Riddhi Bagini.
Yes, sir, I'm there.
Just can you slowly read through for us? Yeah.
Yes, sure, sir. Once an erudite scholar went to the court of a king. The officers in the court treated him like an ordinary person. As a result of it, the king also did not show any interest in him.
Just hold on, Riddhi ji. There is a lot of crosstalk. Let me mute everyone, and then I will unmute you. You have to unmute yourself
Sure.
again. Just hold on. I'm trying to get the control for that. Yeah, I'm muting everyone. Lot of cross noise. Oh, okay, now Riddhi, please unmute and continue, madam.
Once an erudite scholar went to the court of a king. The officers in the court treated him like an ordinary person. As a result of it, the king also did not show any interest in him. He believed the words of his officers and ignored the scholar. Those in the royal court who knew about his erudition remained silent. The scholar noticed that men of little learning were getting the king's favor. Out of the palace, he saw a donkey and said these words: Re re rasabha, vastrabhara vahanat, kugrasam ashrasi kim.
Ashnasi.
Ashnasi kim. Raja Shwa. Sir, should I wait?
No. You can read it once, then we will go into the meaning here.
Raja Shvava Satham
Slowly.
Prayahi.
Raja Shvavasatham. Raja Shvavasatham.
Shvavasatham Prayahi Chanakabhyusham Sukham Bhakshaya Sarvan Puchavato Haya iti
Vadantyatraadhikare.
Vadantyatraadhikare stithaha Raja Tairupadishtameva Manute Satyam Tata Sthaha Pare.
Just hold back here. Tatasthaha pare. Thank
Sorry
you.
for the errors.
Huh?
Sorry for the errors, sir.
Hey, please, Riddhiji. I would make so many mistakes also while reading. Okay, don't worry. Huh? I thank you for reading it for us. So you saw English, no need to repeat. So this scholar comes to this palace, and the king kind of is not paying attention. The others also don't accord the right maryada for him. So he gets really upset. But of course, he is a scholar enough not to show his displeasure in the king's court itself, because he knows what that will lead to. So he comes out and he takes his wrath in an intelligent manner on a donkey. So this is actually him talking to the donkey. Okay. So it's very funny. So he's telling the donkey, Re Rasaba. Re is like hey Rasaba. Hey you the donkey. Rasaba is a sambodhana. So hey Rasaba. Hey donkey. Vastra bhara vahanat. See at Ramat from. Right? So Vastra bhara vahanat, from carrying the weight of cloth. Okay, vahana is to carry, bhara is the weight, and vastra is the cloth. So cloth weight carrying from that at. Okay, so vastra bhara vahanat, kugrasam ashnasikim. Okay, so just because you are the carrier of weighty cloths, a lowly work like carrying weighty cloths, do you partake? Ashna is to partake or to eat. It's in several senses, but the sense here is eat. Okay, ashnasi tvam ashnasi. See, hey rasaba tvam ashnasi. Do you eat? Kugrasam ashnasikim. Do you eat poor grass? Grass is grasa. Kugrasam is poor grass as a karmapada. Ashnasikim, do you eat? Just because you are doing a lowly work like carrying the weight of heavy cloths. Okay. Rajashva vasatam prayahi. Rajashva vasatam. So this is samastapada. Rajashva is what? King's horses, right? Rajashva. Vasatam, a place where they live. Obviously, some kind of a stable for the king's horses. So Rajashva vasatam as a karmapada, as a target of what action? Prayahi. Prayan karo, like that, get started and go there. Okay, it's another word for gacha. Okay, so prayahi, this is also in a kind of a agnyartha mode or request mode, you can say. Okay, chanaka bhyusham sukham bhakshaya. Chanakabhyusham. Abhyusham is some kind of a offering. Okay, like something for eating. Okay, like prasada, like that. Abhyusham, some feed. Feed, you can take the word feed for that. Chanaka is actually a type of horse gram, we call it. No, it's a very rich food, baked horse gram. The horses love, and it's very rich with protein and nutrition, etc. So that is the feed for the horses there, right? Chanaka bhyusham as a karma pada. So the food, the food for made of chanakas, sukham bhakshaya. So sukhena bhakshaya is the normal way we use. Sukhena, with happiness you eat. Bhakshaya is again in the tvam bhakshaya, you eat form. So sukhena bhakshaya is the form we use, but here the another allowed form where it is put in karma mode. So sukham bhakshaya, with happiness you eat, is converted as happiness you eat, like that. Okay, as if sarvan pucchavatah hayaha. So there is a utva and a lopa of visarga. Sarvan, all, in karma position, all things. Pucchavatah, pucchavatah, with a tail, something with a tail. Hayaha, horses. Haya is an alternative word for Ashwa. Okay, Hayavadana is one of the titles for one of the avatars, na? So like that. So Hayavadana is a horse faced. So we made our gods in all types of lovely animal faces, so that there is no, there is no, nothing is unholy in our culture. It's nice. Yeah. So hayaha, horses, iti. So vadanti. There is a e plus atra. Vadanti atra has become vadantyatra. Okay. Yansandhi we call it. We are going to learn it. We have seen some examples though. Vadantyatra. Tell, people tell here. Adhikare stitaha. Adhikare, saptami ekavachana, rame. In the position of administration, adhikare. Stitaha, the people who are standing. That is, people who are standing in the position of administration, they tell, vadanti. Kim vadanti? Sarvan puchavataha hayaha iti vadanti. All the things with tails are horses. So basically, he's telling the administration here is so dumb. You don't worry. They will think you are also a horse because you have a tail. Okay. Raja, the king, taihi upadishtam eva. See, another repa, visarga repa sandhi. So visarga has elided into rakara here. Taihi upadishtam, tair upadishtam, repa plus uru. Okay. So taihi upadishtam eva, another sandhi here. Upadishtam eva. Okay, and it's a simple samyoga, of course, here, makara with ekara. So taihi upadishtam eva, by them, whatever is given as upadesha, that alone eva, that itself, manute, they consider. This is a dhatu in atmanepadi form. They consider. So te manute, like, okay, taihi manute, by them it is considered. Upadishtam eva manute. So Raja considers, Raja manute actually. So Raja kim manute? अधिकारे ये मूढ़ाः स्थिताः तैः उपदिष्टम् एव सत्यम् इति मनुते. Satyam iti manute. That's what he's saying. So the king is such a fool. He thinks that all these stupid administrators only are telling the truth. Tatasthaha pare. Those who truly know, pare here refers to the others. Okay. So tatasthaha, they are passive. They are afraid of the whole situation. This is the very standard political thing that happen, in a court. So it's actually really, even today it happens, right? So others who actually should have the voice and knowledge, they are actually passive, tatastaha. So he is intelligently letting go of his frustration of the whole affair of what happened to him in this way, telling the Rasabha. I thought it's very funny in a way. So I'll just read it once. Re Rasabha vastrabhara vahanat kugrasam ashnasi kim राजाश्व वसतं प्रयाहि चाणकाभ्यूषं सुखं भक्षय सर्वान् पुच्छवतः हयाः इति वदन्ति अत्र अधिकारे स्थिताः राजा तैः उपदिष्टमेव मनुते सत्यं Pare tatasthaha pare. So now when I read it second time around after we understood the meaning, you can almost see very logical following of how he has constructed this. Okay, so that's how it is.
Sir, this Satyam is Manute Satyam, right?
He considers that what they preach as
What
truth.
the
What the
that is-
adhikaris, the stupid adhikaris teach us the satya, like that. You have to, the taihi, you have to relate to the adhikari.
Oh,
Sir, this Manute is acceptance, na? Accepting that it is
Yeah,
truth.
considering,
Manta,
accepting,
Hindi
correct.
they say manta hai,
Manta hai, correct, exactly, correct. They consider, accept, understand, yeah, correct. In fact, even the eventual word mana also comes from the same thing. There are the one type of man is measurement, another type of man is this from this. Basically, maryada related thing also. Yeah. Okay. Some verbs, they take complex meanings. Okay. So, oh donkey, besides carrying this load of clothes, why are you eating this tasteless glass? They're slightly differently interpreted. I would interpret it like, because vahanat is, yes.
Sir, this that's this last pare ki pehle kya hai?
Tatasthaha.
Tatasthaha.
Tatastha means something that is static.
Static means where those, can
Passive.
we say that the persons present there?
The knowledgeable ones. The pare here reference simply to others. Okay. But by saying, yeah, just
pare is others, and tatastha is other knowledgeable people who are sitting there. Achha. They are not bothered, or how they
are keeping quiet.
But this pare is others. Tatastha matlab what?
Sir, let me, what is your mother tongue, sir?
My mother tongue is Tamil, but
சொல்றேன், நான் இப்ப சொல்றேன் வாங்க. இது அவள் சொல்லுறதே எல்லா உபதேசம்னு கேக்குறார் ராஜா. மிச்சவர் சும்மா இருக்கார் அப்படி சொல்றார்.
அது புரிஞ்சுடுதோ. பட் இது தட்டஸ்தா எங்க அந்த மத்தவா புரிஞ்சுடுதோரு சொல்றதே தட்டஸ்தார எப்படி வருது?
Tatastha is a whole word, right?
Tatastha is like a construction. They are actually tatastha.
Trying to split the word. Tataha, staha. That's why
No. This it's one word. Tatastha. It is a kridanta. Okay.
No, that is why I think he is a little bit confused.
Passive people in one word. In plural is tatasthaha. Pare tatasthaha. Others are passive. மிச்சவர் சும்மா இருக்கார். சும்மா இருக்காருன்ட்டு இல்ல, சும்மா இருக்கர் வரங்கள் or something like that. I don't know good enough Tamil to say it now, right? மௌனமா இருக்கிறாருங்கள். அந்த மௌனம் சாதிக்கிறார் மனுஷங்கள் அப்படி.
மௌனம் சாதிக்கிறார். Also because Kannada also I can understand it.
ತಟಸ್ಥವಾಗಿ ಇರುವವರು is tatasthaha. Astu, agre saramaha.
Thank you. Sorry for troubling you.
No problem, not a trouble, as long as you understood. So kindly mute if you are not needing to speak, because some crosstalk comes through. Okay. So I hope everybody else got that re rasaba. So remember it now, so that you know the answers to give. So few key things to remember there. I'll just go back. Key things to remember there is vastraba vahana, kugra samashnasi, Rajashva Vasatam. I mean, probably you can try to read it a few times. It will become half memorized. You don't need to regurgitate it exactly in order, but the keywords you should be able to remember, so that when the questions come, you can answer related to that. Samasya. So nice samasya today. It's actually about samasa pada. So samasa padaya pada samasya api tathaiva shruyate. So what is the puzzle today? Aham cha tvam cha Rajendra Lokanathau Ubavapi Bahuvrihi Raham Rajan Shashti Tatpurusho Bhavan. Okay, it's a little technical samasya, but we will try to understand it. Aham, I, cha, and tvam cha, you too. Okay, I and you both, that sense. Okay, Rajendra, hey king. So this our friend here is telling the king here. Hey Rajendra, hey king of kings. Lokanathau ubau api. Ubau api has become ubav api. So later on you will see this is called Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi. You will see this later in this level itself. We are going to learn a bit. Ubau api. Au plus a becomes ava. So avapi, ubavapi, like that. Okay. So what is this? Lokanathau ubau api. Ubau is both of us. Okay. Both. Just both. Ubau. Okay. Api and also, both also. Lokanathau. We are both can be given the title Lokanatha. Dvivachana Lokanathau. Why he's trying to say, look, hey king, both you and me are Lokanathas. It's funny, right? You are a Lokanatha, I am a Lokanatha. So now the puzzle is, okay, fine. Definitely the Raja is a Lokanatha because normal understanding of Lokanatha is somebody who is leading the world, right? Or the people. Loka can be taken as world or can be taken as citizens. Okay, that much is correct. But what does he mean by himself being Lokanatha? That is the puzzle. Okay, so the second line he continues to say this. Definitely, though he is a poor fellow, he is a Sanskrit Pandita. Bahuvrihi Raham Rajan. I am a Bahuvrihi. Shashti Tatpurusha Bhavan. You are a Shashti Tatpurusha. Like that. Now, what is this Bahuvrihi and Shashti Tatpurusha? Is actually Sanskrit Sanya titles for certain samasas, certain type of samasa construction. One type is called Bahuvrihi Samasa, another type is called Tatpurusha Samasa. In that, there is a variety called Shashti Tatpurusha Samasa. Okay, it's one of the types of Tatpurusha. So he's saying, both of us are Lokanathas, but I am Bahuvrihi, you are Shashti Tatpurusha. So now from this, we have to construct the thing correctly. So Lokanatha can be split back into its Vigraha Vakya, that is pre-samasa Vigraha Vakya, okay, as Lokasya Natah Yaha Lokanatah. Lokasya Natah. Lokasya is of the people or of the nation or of the world. Lokasya Natah, the leader. Okay. So Lokasya Natah Yaha, whoever is, Saha Lokanatah. That fellow is Lokanatha. So this is called Shashti Tatpurusha. Okay. So Lokasya Natah Lokanatah Rajendraha Lokanatah iti manyate अस्माभिः. परन्तु एतमेव समस्तपदं लोकनाथः इति यत् समस्तपदमस्ति तस्य अन्यथा अपि विभजनं कर्तुं शक्नुमः. कथं? लोकः यस्य नाथः, ओके, सः लोकनाथः. This difference is, instead of lokasya, we are making nata itself as the yasya. So lokasya, lokaha, loka itself for the people. Okay, we are putting that in not in lokasya. Lokaha yasya nataha, whose leader. So lokaha yasya nataha, the people of whomever they are the leaders, saha lokanatah. So this poor beggar fellow is depending on all the people to be his nayakas so that they will feed him. So loka itself is, their natha, one by one at a time. So when you take it as a Bahuvrihi Samasa, definitely it cannot apply it to the king. It can be applied to anybody who is dependent on the people, like the beggar. In a sense, actually, the king is supposed to be both types of vibhaktis, but nowadays our leaders act as if they are only Shashti Tatpurushas, not Bahuvrihi. But anyway, in a democracy, it is supposed to be the other way. Anyway, so this is what is the meaning. So a beggar says to the king, "O king, both of us are Lokanathas, but I am Bahuvrihi compound." See, Samasapada is called. While you are a Shashti Tatpurusha. Could the king understand the meaning? Give your solution to the problem. I have kind of told you. So that's what. Lokanatha, when dissolved. This is dissolution of a Samastapada is called coming up with the Vigraha Vakya, we call it, the construction sentence for it. So Bahuvrihi Samasa would be Lokaha Nataha Yasya Saha. So Lokaha Eva Yasya Nataha, whosoever's leader they are, that fellow is Lokanatha. That means he whose patrons are the people. Okay, basically who is taken care of by the people. So Lokanatha means a beggar in this sense. In one sense, it can be many other people, but beggar. The same when dissolved as a Shashti Tat Purusha would be Lokanam. Okay, they have taken the plural here, Lokasya Natha. I took a collective sense of Loka, but Lokanam, I mean of the Lokas. Okay, Lokanam Natha, Lord of the people. In that sense, they took it. So Lokanatha means the king. So that is the thing. Lokanam Nataha is basically Bahuvachana Shashti they have taken, but Lokasya Nataha wouldn't be incorrect either. Okay, because Loka can be taken as a collective noun. Anyway, any questions? Very clear, I think. So what you have to remember is what Shashti Tatpura construction is Lokasya Nataha, and Bahuvrihi construction is Lokaha Yasya Nataha. Slight difference.
Since
Yeah.
they have included this Bahuvrihi Samasa here, but we have not studied that. Na? So how they have included in this chapter as a riddle?
See, they're trying to throw a little bit here there, avoiding everything and going very logically will make the lesson tasteless. So the idea is to throw a little bit tidbit here there so that we get interested. See, we get now interested. Oh, this Samastapada has different types of construction and we have to know the Sandarbha to make correct meaning. Otherwise, we can actually use that in a jocular way to get two different meanings and, we can joke with Samasapadas. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Something like, motivating us to know more.
Yes. These are like, a little bit nice, juicy puzzles for us to get interested in the language. Yeah. Yeah. Mahodaya, another Mahodaya had a question.
Yeah, so Ubhau is what form, which word is it? I know it is
Dvivachana. So it is similar to both in that sense. Okay. Ubhau api. I am trying to.
What is it?
It is actually one of the forms of Sahataute types in that class. Eshaha, Etau, Ete in that. Ubhau also comes in that. Two people like that. I don't know all the forms of that.
Okay. Aham, avam, vayam also.
Aham, avam, vayam. In that sense also, it's a Ubhau is two people like that. Okay. Yeah.
So one of
Avam is similar to Ubhau. Avam is similar to Ubhau.
Okay.
I will have to look it up. It's not something that I'm already fully familiar with. But I have seen the Ubhau application a lot. I haven't seen its other forms.
Ubhayoho, all those.
Ubayoho is also, yeah. Yeah. That is other vibhaktis. So obviously this Ubha Shabda is only there in Dvivachana. It is very clear, right? So it cannot be in Ekavachana, it cannot be in Bahuvachana because by nature it is twin, right? So it is a word like twin. So two twins, of two twins, by two twins, from two twins, like that.
Excuse me, it comes in Senayor, Ubayor, Madhye.
No. That Gita uses that form. Gita uses that form. What Mahodaya is pointing out is that other than Ubhau, Ubayoho is also heard a lot. He is correct. Yeah, that's what he is. But Ubhau is a single column table, I think, where two people, of two people, from two people, with two people, like that. We can construct it in Sanskritam. Ubhau, and then probably in Karmapada it is Ubhau again.
Sir, it is Ubhau, Ubhabhyam, Ubhayoho. And it is Pullinga and Strilinga, Ube, Strilinga and Napumsakalinga. It is Ubhabhyam. I just referred to Vadyar and Sons. It's given there.
Oh, very good. Oh, what is this book, madam? Vadyar and Sons book you are referring?
It is, I don't know, I studied in 7th standard long ago, 30 years ago. This book is with me, so I just refer to that.
Very nice.
It is a
So
Shabda Manjari book.
Sabda Manjari of Vadyar. Okay, some good book. Yeah.
Vadyar,
Yeah.
P.S. Vadyar and Sons is a publisher from Palghat, and they are publishing a lot of Sanskrit books.
Very nice. Very nice. Good.
They
You
are
have
full-
preserved the book and you are getting back to it. That's nice.
Yeah.
Maybe what you can do is, if you can take the help of a youngster in your family, scan that one page about Ubau Shabda and the three lingas and share it as pictures on the WhatsApp. I think others will
Yeah,
appreciate.
sure. I can just photo. I mean, just
Yeah.
I can just
Yeah,
take a shot.
Yeah.
And,
Take
yeah,
it carefully so that it is legible. Huh? Thank you.
yeah, sure. Thanks.
Okay.
Sir,
So
I
let's.
have a question.
Mm.
So it's regarding, I missed the beginning of the class. So this is regarding page 85 of the chapter.
Mm.
And exercise is in page 87. It's number 6 and sentence number 5.
Vayam uttaram likamaha va?
Yeah. So when you change into passive,
Asmabihi.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vayam goes to asmabihi. Asmabihi.
That's correct. Yeah.
Uttaram is an Napumsakalinga Shabda, I think. So it remains.
Okay.
I have to check about Uttara. Let us assume it is Napumsakalinga. Uttaram.
Yes.
Likamaha becomes likyate.
Yes. So that's my question here. So because it is asma bhihi, how come it did not become likhya mahe?
No. Because the kriyapada in karmani mode follows the karmapada. Karmapada is one single uttara.
Yes, I understand that. So then when will karmapada ever become, plural?
You can. Suppose they were writing many answers, right? Suppose the Kartari Prayoga was Vayam Uttarani Likamaha. Okay? Vayam Uttarani Likamaha in the Kartari. Then in Karmani, it will be Asmabihi Uttarani Likamahe. What was the form you read?
Likhya mahe.
Lika, that one. It will become the plural of this thing. Uttama Purusha Bahuvachana. Yeah.
Only when it is in plural, it will not
the
become.
karma pada has to be in plural for the karmani kriya pada to also be plural. We read that, no? There are some clear laws. Yeah.
I know, I understood, but I couldn't understand the application of it. Okay, understood.
Now it's clear, Papiaji?
Yes. Yes, thank you very much.
Excellent.
Sir, this Bahuvrihi Samasas and Sati Tatpurusha, meaning is there or is we have to take it as it is?
Sorry, sir, to jump in.
Okay, just one at a time. So Ravichandran Mahodaya is asking, I think, if I understood him right, this Bahuvrihi Samasa and Shashti Tatpurusha Samasa, do we have to take the meaning as is in the answer to the riddle? Correct. At this moment, like another Mahodaya asked, there is no intention to implode your this thing, knowledge gathering with too much information. Okay. So the idea is to give little tidbits. So they have just given very gross level understanding of the two samasas. Bahuvrihi, how it breaks as lokaha, nataha, yasya saha. But you see, this is very easy to understand. Lokaha is in pratama, so the world as the subject. Nataha is the leader. Yasya, of whichever fellow. Saha, that fellow, is lokanataha. So the poor man using Bahuvrihi will be referring to the poor fellow instead of a king. Whereas if you break it as Shashti Tatpurusha, Lokanam Nataha, the leader of the worlds. Okay, of the peoples. I'm deliberately making it peoples. So people's leader, using an apostrophe there. Then it is becoming a reference to the king. So that's all. They're trying to just teach us that the Shashti Tatpurusha breaks the samasa differently because it places the loka in Shashti and nata as the pratama. So lokanam nataha, lokasya nataha. Whereas the Bahuvrihi, okay, puts the loka in pratama. Okay, so loka becomes the targeted subject of the whole Samasapada. In the Shashti Tatpurusha, Nataha was the targeted subject. You see, he remains in subject case. So the leader remains in subject case, and of what? The leader of the worlds. Whereas here, Lokaha Nataha Yasya, the Lokaha is in subject, Yasya Nataha, whosoever's leader the Loka is. So that other fellow, one who is neither the Loka nor the Natha, the other fellow, Yasya, the fellow outside of the Loka and Natha aspect. Both Loka and Natha there are associated with the people only. Loka is the people, Natha is the leadership aspect ascribed to the people. Lokaha Nataha. World is the leader of whosoever. That whosoever is a person outside of Loka and Natha. So in Bahuvrihi Samasa, what we first notice is neither the two parts of the word refers to the actual target. So in Shashti Tatpurusha, the second half of the word, the Lokasya Natha, Lokanatha, the Natha refers to the person that we are. So that is the king. So that's the difference between the two Samasapada. Okay. I hope I didn't muddle your brain with more complexity there. That much I would like to say at this time and rest the case. Now another person had a question.
So this is a continuation of the question on the 26th one. Somebody wanted to know when it will become Amahe form. That is like, what was it? Likamaha, no?
Likamaha, yeah.
Likyamahe. Then I have to be in the subject place. Then become, or we have to be in the subject place. Only then it will become Likyamahe, isn't
Correct.
it?
Uttama Purusha, Bahuvachana.
So it cannot be Vayam Uttarani Likamahe. It has to be
Asmabhihi, because we have to go to Tritiya Vibhakti.
Yes.
Even subject, we are the subject. Just listen for a while.
Also, it can't come Likamahe. Say, supposing I say Sa Nindati. Sa Mam Nindati. She scolds me. Then change this into a passive.
Okay, thank you. Just wait for a while now. Listen to me. Sa Mam Nindati. Who is the subject? Who is the subject?
Sa.
Sa is the subject. Very good. So Sa Nindati is the basic construction. Sa Nindati. Sa Kam Nindati. Whom does she do the Ninda Karya? Mam. Okay, I am the karma, right? I am the karma, and that's why it's in Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachana, Mam. Okay. Now we have to go to Karmani Prayoga. Okay. Subject remains the subject, but in Karmani, the subject will go to Tritiya Vibhakti.
Taya.
Okay. Taya. Correct. You got it. So sa te taha, tam te taha, taya tabhyam tabhi. So taya is the form to pick up. So taya, by her. Okay.
Aham.
I have to go to Pratama because Mam was Karmapada in Kartari Prayoga. Mam now has to go to Pratama Vibhakti, Aham form. Okay. So Taya, Aham. Okay. Now
Nindye.
Correct. Aham Nindye. Aham Uttama Purusha. Okay. Because Aham is Uttama Purusha. Nind also has to go to Uttama Purusha. Okay. So Nindye, like that. Got it?
Yes. Thank you.
Very good.
So it will be Nindya Mahe will only come if there are
Vayam. If we are the Karmapada,
Sa Vayam Nindati, then it will become Taya.
No, Sam Vayam. What is the Dvitiya Vibhakti of Vayam? Aham avam vayam mam avam asman.
So asman Nindya Mahe.
No. Asman is Madam. Just relax. Asman is Dvitiya Vibhakti is only possible in Kartari. Okay. Yes. Why do you put Asman in Karmani? Don't get confused. Okay. Yes. So the thing to do is look at the Kartari Prayoga, identify the subject, identify the Karmapada or the object. Object is a poor grammar translation, but let's say Karmapada. So understand your Kartrupada and Karmapadas. Okay. Sa, Mam, Nindati. Okay. So Sa nindati. Sa is the subject. Mam, I am in Dvitiya. I am the object. Okay, and nindana is the karya. Nindati because sa nindati, it is following the kartru. Now, taya, by her, aham, nindye. Aham is uttama purusha, so nindye it has to go. Okay?
Yes.
Same way, the other examples, what we did for plural. Okay, slowly you do it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so if there are no more questions, we can move forward. Okay. Ravichandran Mahodaya has his hand up. I think that was an earlier hand up, so I'll lower the hand. Okay. Subhashitam of the day. How are we doing on time? Not bad.
Sir, how do you put your hand up?
I have never tried the client end of this, unfortunately. I'm sure that something is there where you do the mute, etc. There must be a hand show button somewhere.
No, we've tried. There are 4 icons showing in that mute section.
There is a dot. Is there a dot?
Yeah, dial pad.
No, not dial pad. There is a dot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a hand also there. Next to the dot, there is a hand. That is how you used to put up the hand.
Okay.
Oh, we can't see it. It's not showing.
See, Priya Srinivasan lifted her hand. Yeah.
Like that.
Sir, the thing is, if you are using a laptop, or desktop, that hand is visible. But if you are using a mobile or an iPad, means touch screen, this it is next screen pad, then it doesn't come.
That's why. Okay. Yeah, we are using our iPad.
Yeah. iPad it doesn't come, but in computer it comes. The top it comes. In the top it comes.
Sir, I think there are limitations in the app version, which limitations are not there on the web browser version or the regular desktop application. Yeah. Okay. Not a problem, sir. You can shout out to me. I will hear you and listen to you. Okay. So let's do this Subhashitam. Padmakaram dinakaro vikachi karoti chandro vikasayati kairava chakravalam nabhyartito jaladharo api jalam dadati santah swayam parahite nihitabhiyogaah. Sorry for my drone. I don't have a good raga for this. I wish I learned that one day, hopefully. So this is what this Subhashita is. So let us slowly look at it one by one. Okay, we don't need to worry what is there yet. Unless we get confused, we will go refer to it. Just let us see here. Padmakaram. So it is in karma position, right? Karam. So Padmakaram. Padma, is the alias for lotus. Okay. So Padmakaram. Okay. So the lotus as a karma. Dinakaraha, it's a utva of a visarga. Okay, so okara has come. So Dinakaraha. Dinakara is the name for sun. What is how the construction of Dinakara for sun? Very simple. Yaha dinam karoti saha Dinakaraha. One who does the day is the doer of the day or sun. Beautiful construction of a name for sun. Very simple. It can't be simpler than that. Okay. Dinakaraha. Vikachi karoti. Vikasana is to expand, right? To bloom. So Vikachi karana is bloom in Sanskritam. So Vikachi karoti. He does the blooming. Who does the blooming? Dinakaraha, who is the subject. Okay. So Kasya vikasanam padmakarasya vikasanam arthat padmakaram vikachi karoti. Kam vikachi karoti padmakaram vikachi. So the sun blooms the lotus. That's how we take it. Okay. So you can take it as lotus or lotus pond sometimes. Okay. Both this karam is more given to the pond aspect. Okay. Then Chandraha vikasayati Kairava Chakravalam. So this is three stems are there. Kairava Chakravalam, like that. But together the meaning will be understood later. Chandraha, again another otva of a visarga. Chandraha, the moon. Vikasayati, he blooms. Okay. Okay. Slightly different form than the other one that took, right? Vikachi karoti, vikasayati. There are different constructions basically. Kairava Chakravalam. Kairava Chakravala. What is this? Kairava is a lily. As you know, lilies, certain lilies, they bloom in the night. Okay, so we say that they bloom during full moon day and such things are there, beliefs are. Basically, we see them bloomed on the full moon day nicely. That's how we kind of associate like that. Anyway, they do follow the seasons of the moon though. So Kairava is a lily. Okay, Chakravala is like a bundle. So Chakravala, you can see, you see, it's like a bundle is like a cylindrical, circular shaped thing to hand, no? So that's how the construction is. A bundle of lilies. Okay. So you can say the bundle is cut and in hand, but we don't take it like that. We kind of using this Chakravala to mean a bundle of lilies present in the field. Okay. So Chandraha Vikasayati Kairava Chakravalam. The moon, he does the blooming of the lilies, a whole lot of lilies, obviously in the night. Okay. Nabhyartito is again another utva of visarga. So Nabhyartitaha, Na Abhyartitaha. Abhyartitaha is somebody who has been requested. Okay. Abhyarthi is somebody who is requested. So Abhyartitaha, the fellow who has been requested. Na Abhyartitaha, the fellow who has not been requested. Jaladaraha api. Jaladara, again another simple construction like Dinakara. You see, Jala is water, Dhara is wearing. Who wears the water? Who carries with him the water? Okay, Dhara is also means carrier, no? So obviously the clouds. Okay, so Jaladhara is an alias for the cloud. Okay, so Jaladharaha api. So again here there is a Utva Visarga and a Purva Rupa Sandhi, Lopa Sandhi, Purva Rupa elision, but indicated with a Avagraha, api. Okay, so Jaladharaha api, the cloud also. Jalam dadati, water he gives. See, dadati is ekavachana, remember. Dadati, dattaha, daddati. We just saw the table in the beginning of the class. So, na abhyartitaha jaladaraha api jalam dadati. Despite not being begged or asked, the cloud, he gives water. Okay, though we always beg a lot for that. But anyway, santaha swayam parahite nihita abhiyogaha. It's a nihita abhiyogaha. It's a samasta pada, but there is an internal sandhi. Nihita abhiyogaha. So santaha, the people who are of good nature. Okay, you can call it as sajjana, sajjanaha. Okay. Swayam parahite, on their own, swayam on their own, parahite in the cause of others. See saptami ekavachana, parahite in the cause of others, anyonke hit me. Okay, saptami. Okay, nihita abhiyogaha, nihita engage. So they are engaged in that sense. Okay, they are involved in. Okay, involved intensely in is the sense. Okay, so bhavanti is the kriya pada you can take. There is no kriya pada. When we know there is no kriya pada, asti, bhavati, bhavanti, according to the context you have to take plural. So santaha, so bhavanti, like that. Okay, so this is how the whole thing is, subhashita is. So the sun, he blooms the lotuses without being asked. The moon blooms the lilies. The moon blooms the lilies without being asked. Without being asked, the clouds give the water, and so also sajjanas, without being asked, in the cause of others, they become engaged. That's what is the whole meaning. So the sun, the moon, the cloud are all being compared to the qualities, the good qualities of those three are being ascribed to the Santa. So there are three Upama Alankaras. So Santa is Upama to Dinakara, Santa is, Upama to Santa is Dinakara, Upama to Santa is Chandra, Upama to Santa is Jaladhara or cloud. That's how we say. Yes, there was a question.
What is the meaning of Abhiyogaha?
Abhiyogaha.
See, abhi is like a prefix. Yoga is to be enjoined. Okay, to be engaged, enjoined. Okay, So that's what is yoga means. Of course, in its deep sense, it means enjoining the body with the mind or the Atman. But in similar, very Laukik sense, it means to be engaged in some other act, to be coupled with some other act. Abhi yoga is abhimukha, like that, facing like that. So that abhi, okay, facing that to be engaged. Nihita means is a similar sense that is given, but you can take that to mean as intensely engaged, like that. Okay. Any other questions?
Sir, this nabhyartho
Na abhyartitah is nabhyartitah, and then the sandhi of the visarga has made it o. Na abhyartitah, there is a savarna dirgha sandhi there. Na plus abhya, so nabhya. But abhya is not a word, I'm just taking that much part. Na abhyartitah, nabhyartitah, savarna dirgha sandhi. Nabhyartitah to nabhyartito in the presence of the jakara, next word, is a utva of visarga sandhi.
Okay.
Sir, one question.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir, abhyartita, what is the karma pada for abhyartita? This is the noun form. Kriya form, sorry, kriya form.
Abhyartitah is a kridanta. Okay, similar to tatastha, tatastaha, tatastaha, like that. Abhyartitah. Okay, one who is the fellow who has been not asked, like that. Okay.
What is Padma? What is Karam in Padma?
Padma Karam. Karam, the pond which blooms, which generates the Padma, like that.
Karam means pond.
Akaram is the sense. Padma plus akaram, Padmakaram, like that. Okay, akaram is some kind of a pond, like that. Okay, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So on that note,
akaram is in karma position, of course, but akaraha or something like that. Okay.
But holding, no? Kara is holding. The pond is holding the lotus.
But where is the question is, where is the pond in the word Padmakara? Akara is the pond. That's all I said. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, sir, question. So in that first line, vikachi karoti, now here the verb is split, right?
Correct. You can kind of say there is actually it's one of the stranger samasas. Samasas usually happen between nouns. In this case, the samasa has happened with the verb. Okay. Vikasanam karoti, vikachi karoti. I don't know the technicality of that also.
Okay.
But you see, in this one, vikasa itself has been taken as the genuine from whatever is the root dhatu that is embedded there. Vikasa yati is the form taken. Okay. And this is called nich pratyaya, where the Chandra is not the one who is blooming, but he makes something else bloom. So vikasa yati, ayati form comes from the transference of the action to something else. Yeah.
Okay. So my thing was the first line, because I thought it is a split verb. Then Padmakaram, which is the object, should have been in Shashti, according to the rule.
No. Padmakaram vikachi karoti. Padmakaram vikachi karoti. So vikachi karana's karma itself is Padmakara. But here the Kavi has extended the blooming of the lotus to the blooming of the pond itself. Do you understand? So yeah. he blooms the entire pond. See, this is a Kavi's freedom, no? He sees the individual blooming of the lotuses as blooming of the pond, simply. Nothing wrong in that, no? That's nice. Yeah.
What I'm saying is, if we just go back to yesterday's lesson, page 76, and where he says in the middle, however, care should be taken in doing so because object gets accusative case when the actual or direct verb is used and gets possessive case when the verb is split up. So I am saying...
Where is it split up? I'm not seeing the split here.
Vikachi karoti, it is a split up. The actual...
This is a samasta. This is a samasta. Okay. See, if I restate it as Padmakarasya Padmakarasya vikasanam karoti. Then you are right. Then I have to do Padmakarasya. Got it? Padmakarasya vikasanam karoti. But there is no such split here. It is actually a complex samastapada, which I am also not able to fully help you with. But take that as one Kriyapada for now. Let us not argue how that Kriyapada is, right? So if you take that as one, there is no vikasanam karoti. That is vikachi karoti is one samastapada. Okay. Take that as a new, what you call new dhatu. Vikachi karana as vikachi kar as the new dhatu. Okay. Then Padmakarasya vikasanam karoti is same as Padmakaram vikachi karoti. You are okay with that?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That's all. That's what is happening there. Yeah. I got confused. You are thinking how the akara as blooming is being referred to. That I was trying to explain. So I now understand. Your focus was on the pairing of the karma pada with this kriya pada. I understood. So you are thinking of this as vikasanam karoti. Don't think like that. Its meaning is exactly correct. You are right. Its meaning is vikasanam karoti, but its construction is vikachi karoti. And
yeah, that was where my confusion was.
This is a nice shloka which teaches so many grammar points. See, there is also vikasayati, which is a different application of the same act. It's very, very funny. Kavi is playing with us.
There is Tarparyam also. The Kavi is looking at not at the pond, he is only on the lotus. He is only lotus. Entire lotus.
You can say that way. Yeah, that's why they are translated nicely also. Sanskrit Bharati has kind of put that in bracket. He blooms, causes to bloom the lotus pond, and the lotuses in the pond like that. Okay. Okay. I think we spent good quality time here. So let me just, anybody can read this shloka very well. Let me invite Chetana ji. Chetana ji, you're top of the list there. So Chetana ji, can you unmute yourself? Just read this Subhashitam for us slowly, Bhagini.
Padmakaram dinakaro vikachi karoti chandro vikasayati kaurava chakra Kairava Chakravalam Nabhyarthito Jaladharopi Jalam Dadati Santaha Swayam Parahite Nihitabhiyogaha.
Nihitabhiyogaha. Very good.
Nihitabhiyogaha.
Only one subtle thing I want to advise you. Practice Mahapranas carefully. Okay. Little bit of hakara, the little bit of air should come for Mahapranas. Nihitabhiyogaha, like that. I am trying to overact, of course, in the bhakara. It's not needed to put so much air as I am doing, but because I am coming through the mic and there may be distortions, I am putting little more effort. So nihitabhiyogaha. Similarly, nabhyarthito, not nabhyarthito. You should not read that as a alpaprana takara. Nabhyarthito.
Nabhyarthito.
Thito. Little bit more ha should come. Thito.
Nabhyarthito.
No. To is going into Mahaprana in your mouth. The first tha, attack tha has to go into Mahaprana. Try again.
Nabhyarthito.
No, it's not coming. Again.
Nabhyarthito.
No. Slowly. Listen to me. Nabhyarthito. Try again.
Nabhyarthito.
Okay, you have to practice the Mahapranas a little bit. It will help you because Sanskritam, if pronounced correct, is like a pranayama, like I said. Okay, so good attempt. Please try. Okay, thank you, Chetana ji. Dhanyawad. Okay, let's move forward. Another one. Arabante alpame vagnyah kamam vyagra bhavanti cha maharambhaha कृतधियः तिष्ठन्ति च निराकुलाः. पुनः पठामि. आरभन्ते अल्पमेवाज्ञाः कामं व्यग्रा भवन्ति च महारम्भाः कृतधियः Tishtanti cha nirakulaha. Okay, this is the nice one. The first one is about how poor performers perform and how good performers perform. Okay, it's a nice comparison. Arabhante, they begin. Okay, who begins? We will see slowly. Arabhante. Okay, Atmanepadi Bahuchana. Arabhante. Alpam eva agnya. This is a little, you see all things happening here. See, first thing that has happened in Alpam eva agnya is the akara has gone into a Purva Rupa Sandhi. So we see the written avagraha chinha is a normally elided in pronunciation akara. Okay, alpa, alpam, alpam. Okay, alpam eva is a simple samyoga. Makara halant with a simple samyoga. There is no sandhi, but there is a samyoga. Arabhante, nothing has happened to Arabhante, but due to the influence of ekara there, the Purva Rupa Sandhi has happened here. Alpa, akara has gone into a avagraha mode. Alpam, eva, and here agnyaha. So eva plus agnyaha, a plus a, savarna dirgha sandhi has happened with akara there. Okay, so alpam eva agnyaha. So now the question is agnyaha. What does it mean? Gnyaha in Sanskritam means those who know. Okay, multiple, plural of gnyaha. Simply gnyaha is one who knows. Gnyaha is many who know. And agnyaha is many who don't know. Okay, that means somebody who is a fool or many people who are fools. Okay, so alpam eva means little itself. Arabhante, they begin. Agnyaha. So agnyaha alpam eva arabhante. Those with very lack of knowledge, they begin very lowly, silly things. They begin. Okay, fine. At least they begin those. Okay, kamam vyagraha bhavanti cha. Okay, I don't know why this kamam is in karma mode. It's sorry, it may not be a karma there. It may be a different meaning, but why it is in Dvitiya Vibhakti, I have to also, I'm not too sure. Okay, but anyway, kamam vyagraha bhavanti cha. So maybe it means due to their desire for result. Kamam, due to their desire for result, vyagraha bhavanti cha. They become upset or angry or tense, that thing. Okay, bhavanti cha, and they become also, due to their desire for results, tense and angry also. Angry may not be so quickly, but at least tense they will become. So the people with low knowledge or no knowledge, they start little things, and due to their desires for the results is in the bracket, vyagraha bhavanti cha, because they also become tense. Okay, whereas compared to that, maharambaha, those who begin big things. Maharambaha, those who begin big. Arambha is to start. Maharambha is a big start. Maharambaha is a kta prayoga, plural, for those who do such big beginnings. Right? तो ये जो महाकार्यों का आरंभ करते हैं वे महारंभाः. I have told in Hindi the vigraha of this, but anyway, krita dhiyaha. See, krita is done. Okay, dhiyaha. So you know that is actually determination. Dhiyaha. Okay, so those who have done deep determination, such people. Okay, krita dhiyaha, the persons who have taken the resolve to do in a determined way. Tishtanti, they stand. Cha, and is there more like for the kavis. Kavi, here the cha is to compare against the agnyas. Okay, nirakulaha. So despite beginning difficult, starting very difficult, tough works, those who are determined, and obviously in the bracket gnyaha. Okay, opposite of agnyaha, gnyaha is applying here. We don't, but the Kavi has not put it explicitly. They stand nirakulaha, without sweat, without any anxiousness. Right, means they begin big tasks and they carry it without any concern. I mean, without any worries, that kind of thing. Okay, akulatva means agitation, things like that. So there nirakulatva is without agitation. Nirakulaha is they krita prayoga again, applying to those maharambaha, kritadiyaha, gnyaha, nirakulaha. All are adjectives to the gnyaha or to some people. Okay, te tishtanti, they stand. Te. So I'll read it once more. Arabhante alpamevagnyah kamam vyagra bhavanti cha maharambah kritadhiyah tishtanti cha nirakulaah. Very nice. Okay. So you guys.
Could you please explain Kritadhiyah again?
Kritadhiyah. So the one who have deterministic people, those who have done the determination, that kind of thing. Those who have done the determination.
Is Dhatu plus Tathiyaha, like Tathiyaha means determination, and Kri is like those who
No,
do
no,
things
no,
with
not Tadiyaha, not Tadiyaha. Krita is the first part. Krita and Diyaha are the two. If I want to put a hyphen there, I have to put between Krita hyphen Diyaha. Hyphen because you cannot actually break them like that. It is a samasta pada. Yaha, Diyaha, Kritaha, Taha, Krita, Yaha, probably singular. So Kritadiyaha is plural form. I disagree with my own. So Kritadiyaha is, though it sounds like singular, it is plural form. Because see, Maharambaha is plural. So Kritadiyaha is also is plural. So those who have done the determined to be resolved, those who have done the determination, that kind of sense. Kritadiyaha.
Those who have done the determination. Okay.
Some
and
weird construction. Yeah.
This one, when they say fools, and they become tense because they expect something in the results. Are you talking about people who have low IQ or low EQ? Like, people who are so ambitious that they want.
I don't want to really venture too far there. Here, Sanskrit Bharati has translated Agnya as fools. I would translate it as those without knowledge. That's all. Okay. I would not venture too far. Okay.
Thank you.
In the normal course, I would have taken the Agnya, not Agnya.
Oh, no. Agnyaha. You very careful.
Agnya is the permission.
Agnyaha, no. Agnyaha.
Without like Alpam eva Agnya, like that it's coming.
Alpam eva Agnyaha.
But it was that Akara sound.
Remember Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. Sometimes two Hrisvakaras produce the Akara Dirgha. So you have to you have to be careful.
Agnya is also a word, so look like
no, but Agnya is also a word, but Agnya, what does it mean? You have to think. Okay, you have to think whether there can be a Kridanta construction which is legal like Agnya. Okay, yeah. So that's how we come to conclusion. It is Agnya here. Okay, those with no knowledge. Yeah.
Sir, can you again tell about this Nirakula? How you are splitting na plus?
Nihi plus akulaha. Ni is the upasarga. Ni or nihi is the upasarga there. Akulaha. Okay. Akulatva is some kind of agitation, something like that.
It's without agitation.
Yeah. Ni is negating that. Correct. Nirgachati, same thing. Nirgataha. So nirgachati is the lakara form. Nirgataha is the kridanta form. Similar to that is nirakulaha.
Yeah. No,
Always go to some gam dhatu and come with some upasarga, then you will make sense out of this more complex one later. Okay? Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
It takes a while. I also, a couple of years ago, before I delved into more Sanskrit studies, etc., was struggling. What is this? Is it a normal namapada? Is it coming from a verb? Is it a kridanta? But slowly you will start seeing light where there is darkness earlier. So right now, don't worry that you see lots of shades of gray and not too much light. I was also like this. I was seeing lots of shades of gray and moving on because I would get the tatparya. None of us struggle hard to get the overall tatparya. But when it comes to individual words, we get stumped. Okay, slowly that repertoire will build up. Yeah. Okay, so the next section, Pada Sangraha. Just give me a moment. How are we doing on time? Okay, we have some time today. Pada Sangraha. So Mud, Yach, Badh, and few more come in the next page. Let us look at this. Mud, to feel happy. See the Modana, that one we know in even our local words we say. So that one. Okay. Then Yach, begging. Yachakaha, beggar. Yach. So that from that. Then Bhad, Bhadana. वो भी हिंदी में भी है ना Bhadana. So Yachana, Mangana. Mangana is Yachana. Okay, and then Bhadana. Bhad karna. So Bhad, to torment. Okay, and also there in Kannada also Bhade maduvudu. Yach is not so much used. Okay, but Yachisuttane, Yachisuttini, such forms we do use from Sanskritam. I beg for your vote. That is when we hear the word Yach in election time. Okay, all right. Muddu is a directly we have imported this Mudd dhatu from Sanskritam into Kannada. We title kids with Muddu, Muddu, Muddu like that. So it's actually from the Mudd dhatu because we enjoy the company of small kids. We call them Muddu, Muddu like that. Okay, so Mudd dhatu. Maybe someone can help us here. Let me call someone. Let me go to the end of the list. I always miss people from there. Okay. Swati Bagini. Swati Bagini, can you unmute yourself?
Yes,
Swati
sir.
Bagini, please help us to read through this verb forms slowly, Bagini.
Mud, modate, mudyate, modishyate, moditavyam, modaniyam, muditah, mudita, muditam, muditavan, muditavati, modamanah, modamana, moditva, pramudya, moditum.
Okay, excellent. Just stand by. So very quickly, because I don't want again and again spend too much time on the forms, but once, because always nice to know once. Modate, okay, is Atmanepadi. Immediately you recognize when in the Lat Lakara, the form given is not Ati form, but Ate form, then you immediately know it is a Lat Lakara, sorry, Lat Atmanepadi Lat. Okay, so feels happy, somebody feels happy. So Ramaha modate, Rama feels happy. That's all it means. Okay, there's no difference. The Atmanepadi doesn't bring any gross difference to the meaning, but its form is modate. Okay, obviously the subtle meaning of Atmanepadi is for self, but that, like I told you, only in Ubhayapadi cases that applies. In pure Atmanepadi you can not say that, but the act of feeling happy is so actually to one's own, right? You cannot really transfer that to somebody else. You cannot say Rama Sitaya modate like that, though you can sometimes use that application, but here he is happy for himself. Okay. Then mudyate is the karmani prayoga of the same thing simply. So we know that Atmanepadi also continues to be in Atmanepadi form in karmani, and Parasmaipadi forms actually take Atmanepadi tails in karmani. But that is still a lat lakara only. Remember, both of these are lat. This is lat kartari, this is lat karmani. Okay, mudyate. So he is in karmani position. So Ramaha Ramena mudyate. Okay, this mud I think is almost an akarmaka dhatu. You cannot say some karmapada to it. So it's just like vardhana, tishtana, like that. So it's like almost akarmaka. So Ramena mudyate. I can't say something mudyate. Okay, but because of something can be told, but that will go to other vibhaktis. Okay. So modishyate is a bhavishyat kala form. Okay, modishyate. So shvaha or parashvaha Ramaha modishyate. Don't confuse this yakara here for karmani. Okay, this is the form of the future tense. Okay, in the future tense you get that shia sound. Sometimes we get confused, put off by this yakara, but you have to remember that there are different conditions under which the yakara generates there. Then moditavyam is a kta tavyat kridanta, right? Tavyat and anir both are kind of similar in meaning, but there are two different forms available to us. Moditavyam should be enjoyed, like that, should be rejoiced. Modaniyam should be rejoiced, no difference in meaning. Then muditaha is a kta prayoga, kta prayoga. So ramaha muditaha, ramena muditaha is a karmani. Actually, some cases we know that kartari forms are also using that, but normally it is karmani. Ramena muditaha, by Rama it was enjoyed, something. Okay, and it is a karmani bhuta kridanta, we call it. Kta kridanta is called karmani bhuta kridanta. Why all those names, karmani, bhuta, kridanta? Kridanta because it is a transformation of the verb stem to a noun. Okay, so by transforming.
Moditavyam is also karmani.
Ramayana, correct. Yeah. Number 4, number 5 are karmani. Earlier they taught us in the first lesson only, they taught us all those things, correct. Okay, you're right. So muditaha, ramena muditaha, like that, and sitaya mudita, and mitrena muditam, like that. Okay, some actually muditam is actually mudita would not be possible because it's akarmaka. So ramena muditam would be the correct thing. I have to correct myself now. See, ramena muditam, sitaya muditam, mitrena muditam. Whether it's a napumsaka, pullinga, strilinga, we still have muditam here because akarmaka. Okay, but like there may be some kind of application where it is continuing to be in kartari, then muditaha, mudita forms can apply. Okay, yeah. Then muditavan, muditavati. This is ktavatu. So that was kta kridanta. That is bhuta kridanta karmani. This is bhuta kridanta kartari. Muditavan, muditavati. Against the other one, number 5, number 6, vary this way. This is bhuta kridanta kartari. So Ramaha muditavan, Sita muditavati, Mitram muditavat. Like that it goes. Okay. So let's not worry about the Napumsaka form. Sanskrit Bharati also, carefully just what is useful they are giving. They don't want to bore us with too many forms. Then this one is the Shatru Prayoga. Okay, Shatru Prayoga and Shanach Prayoga we call it, right? Actually this is Shanach Prayoga. Because why this is Shanach Prayoga? Because this is Atmanepadi Dhatu. Modate is an Atmanepadi Dhatu. Okay, so if you go to see, all of them are Atmane. Mud, Yach, Yachate, Bhadate. Next slide. More also in the Atma. Here Kathayati, Kat is a different complex form. It's not naturally Atmanepadi. So for example, here you see Kathayan, Kathayanti. The number 7 is in the Shatru form. Kathayan, Kathayanti form. So going back, because mud dhatu is Atmanepadi, it is in the Shanach form. So Shatru and Shanach, they are giving the same meaning, but they are meant for different usages. Shatru is meant for Parasmaipadi dhatus, Shanach is meant for Atmanepadi dhatus. Okay, so Modamana form, what it means, as while enjoying, like that. And Ramaha Modamanaha Gachati, like that. And Rasita Modamana Gachati, like that. Okay, while enjoying she goes, like that. It's a weird sentence, but anyway, let's take that. Then the Tvanta and Lebanta. What is the difference between Tvanta and Lebanta? Tvanta is for upasarga rahita dhatoho Tvanta. So when the upasarga is not there to the dhatu, then you are legal to use tvantas. When the upasarga is there, like pra upasarga is there, is for mud dhatu, pra upasarga is there. So lyabanta has to be used. But the meaning of tvanta and lyabanta is same. They intend to make the meaning the same. Having done is the intent. So moditva, having rejoiced. Pramudya, having properly rejoiced. I am taking pra as properly. So having properly rejoiced, like that. Okay. So moditva, pramudya more or less give the same meaning, but because upasarga is there, lyabanta is used. The meaning is having done that act. Like that. Moditum. In order to stand by Papiyaji, stand by Kaitanji. In order to moditum, in order to, like that. Okay, in order to rejoice, like that. Come back, sir.
Yes, sir. Modamanaha and modamana. What are the plural forms of these two countries?
It's very simple. It's like Rama Shabda. Modamanaha, modamanau, modamanaha. Okay, and modamana is just like akaranta strilinga lata or sita shabda. So modamana, modamane, modamanaha.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Anta prayoga modamana akaranta pullinga shabda, modamana akaranta strilinga shabda. So go like that. Okay.
Okay. Yes. Got it.
Thanks for your patience. Your mother tongue is Gujarati, sir?
English? No, it's English. We speak English at home. Originally, Konkani in
Konkani. Ah, very good.
But never spoken Konkani. So
sir, it's a beautiful language. Try to learn that one also. It's a lovely language. It's a mix of Dravida and Arya Bhasha. So the Marathi and South flexure both are there in that. Anyway.
We are originally from Kolkata, so Bengali is our mother tongue.
Oh, so your childhood tongue was Bengali. Okay.
Yes.
Like me, I come from very long ago, 800 years ago. Our forefathers moved along the Kaveri belt away from Tamil Nadu. So I have a poor knowledge of Tamil because it is the family language in a sense. But I am a Kannadiga. That's just like you were born and brought up in Calcutta. I am a Kannadiga, so you're a Bengali.
Yes.
And true. Of course, Papiyaji is prompting, say English, don't say Bengali, no problem.
No, actually, Kaitan is Goan. So they speak mostly English at home.
Okay.
And being in Kolkata, they learned a bit of Bengali, but actually they don't know the language, any Indian language really. So actually very interesting is that when we started learning Sanskrit, Kaitan picked up Devanagari very soon, maybe in a month he picked up. It was like just picked up Devanagari.
Excellent. And your mother tongue, Papiyaji?
I am also the same case. I'm actually Bengali, but born and brought up in Maharashtra.
Okay. Lot of displays. But I'm happy you are going to the mother lode of the language, Sanskritam.
Yes. That's what we said. Let's pick up something which can learn together.
Yes. It is the mother of the entire family of languages. So it's beautiful. Yeah. Okay. So I think we learned all the forms. So I think I stopped Swati Bhagini. Swati Bhagini, now read through the balance quickly for us.
Sir, just
Yachate, yachate, yachishyate, yachitavyam, yachishyati, yachitavyam, yachaniyam, yachitaha, yachita, yachitam, yachitavan, yachitavati, yachamanaha, yachamana, yachitva, sanyachya,
very good.
Yachitum.
See, observe how she said sanyachya. That is the correct pronunciation. Sometimes we in the south we do samyachya like that. That is incorrect. Not that it is badly incorrect, but sanyachya is the correct sense she has to bring. That anuswara has to flow into the yakara. You should not struggle with your mouth. Samyachya, like that is a struggle. Sanyachya is very natural. Okay, nasal twang she gave. That's very correct.
So, sir, I'm Maharashtrian, that's why. In Marathi, we use such words.
Correct. That is actually good pronunciation. Nothing wrong with that.
Pad.
This yachate, is it not yachishyate? It is written yachishyati. It is Atmanepade. It is yachishyate.
You are right. I think looks like there is a typo. I also didn't notice this. Good for you to notice. Looks like that is a typo. It is yachishyate only. If it is yachate, it has to be yachishyate.
Sir, in my book, yachishyate is written.
Looks like our my book has a composition error which has been corrected in your book. So I have an older book from some few years ago. So yeah.
Next, bad, badhate, badhyate, badhishyate, badhityavam, badhitavyam,
Badhitavyam,
badhitavyam, badhaniyam, badhitah, badhita, badhitam, badhitavan, badhitavati, badhamanah, badhamana, badhitva, prabadhya, badhitum.
Very good. Pronunciations are excellent. I also like the Mahapranas, how you're handling. So finish off for us the Kamp and the Kat.
Kamp, kampate, kampyate, kampishyante.
No. Don't make it plural. Kampishyate.
Kampishyate, kampitavyam, kampaniyam, kampitah, kampita, kampitam, kampitavan, kampitavati, kampamanah, kampamana, kampitva, prakampya, kampitum.
Now, while Swatiji is reading, my brain, what is happening in my brain, I'll immediately tell you. This Samskrita thing, the Shabdartha Shakti, immediately triggers in my mind. So when she is reading Kampitaha, while I am trying to inspect her pronunciation using one part of my brain, immediately my brain triggers, oh, this is Pullinga, the fellow who shook, that kind of sense comes to my brain immediately. Okay, and some object which shook, this kind of things immediately comes to my mind. So the same prakriya, you should let it happen in your brain. Our brains are reasonably complex to parallel process a few things. Read the thing, pronounce it correctly, understand the meaning, and little bit, if we allow time, what form it is. Kta prayoga, pullinga prayoga, it is a bhuta kridanta, it is actually in karmani mode. So I should be careful when using, because it's karmani mode, I should say ramena kampitam, I should not say ramena kampitaha, because kampana is a akarmaka kriya, I shake and there is no karma pada. All these bubbles should subconsciously rise in your mind. Slowly that prakriya will happen. If you let your language brain work, this prakriya happens unconsciously almost, and you do the right thing. So that's how we get to the Praudatva. So last one, madam.
Kat, kathayati, kathyate, kathayishyati.
Again here, see, now we switch to Atmanepadi. Sorry to break you. So we switch to Parasmaipadi. So for other verbs they gave us were all Atmane. Suddenly this Khat is a Parasmai. But this Parasmai is also not an ordinary Parasmai. Okay. Remember, for example, Gam Dhatu, Gachati. But Khat Dhatu, Kathayati. So see the transformation ayati, like that it has come. So there is some vikarana pratyaya, we call it, some additional transformative pratyaya that is inserted between the ting pratyaya and the dhatu. So that means it belongs to a more complex gana. Continue, madam.
Kathayitavyam, kathaniyam, kathitaha, kathita, kathitam, kathitavan, kathitavati, kathayan, kathayanti, kathayitva, sankathyaya.
Sankathya.
How to pronounce this?
Actually, it is Sankathaya.
Sankathaya.
Sankathaya, like that.
Sankathaya.
Is a very dance-like word. I have to cross-check the spelling here. I'll cross-check. Okay.
Sankathaya. Kathaitum.
Okay. So this Sankataya construction seems to be. I am just wondering whether it is Sankathya, but it's Sankathai. Tha is separated out. I don't know whether this thar together they are separate. It's not very clear to me. They look separate the way they have typed it. So, but I would read this as they have written. I would read this Sankathaya like that. Thaya, takathaya, like that. And kathayitum in order to tell, like that. Okay. All right. Excellent. Thanks for reading for us. You did a great job. So I think we are out of time. 12:37, so I'm already bad time. So we start with our Raghu Maharaja. Let us continue to see how his life progresses and his children's life progresses in summary form through this Kavya Katha. With this, we conclude the morning session. Gather back some good food and good energies and come back at 3 o'clock. We will continue to attack these lessons. Okay? All right.
So one question.
Yes. What is the question, Mahodaya?
The question is with the gam shabda, gantavyam and gamaniyam. I was trying to make a sentence, but I can't seem to be making a sentence. You know, so if I say something like Ramena gamaniyam or Ramena gantavyam, it doesn't make sense.
No. Why? Ramena vanam gantavyam.
Should
by Rama, the forest should be gone too.
So,
right?
So the actual meaning is Rama should go to the forest.
Correct. Indirectly, we are saying that Rama should go to the forest, but by indirection, we did by Rama, the forest should be gone too. We dominated the forest. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That is Karmani Prayoga. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was trying to make a sentence which made sense in English, but it didn't. It was not happening.
Karmani Prayoga is most natural only in Sanskritam, right?
Yeah.
It is very unnatural in other languages. Other languages struggle with Karmani. They have the forms, but it's like you have to twist your language to fit into the Karmani. Yeah. Some places here and there it fits nicely, but it's not what you call, it doesn't flow everywhere nicely. But you can write an entire storybook in Karmani, in Sanskritam, and not sweat. There is one very, we call him almost like Acharya in the sense, Rishi. The Samskrita Rishi in Samskrita Bharati is one Janardana Mahodaya. Lot of Samskrita Bharati books are authored by him, Janardana Hegde Mahodaya. Okay. He's such a, I mean, you can't get him. There is a phrase, no, the pot that is full doesn't spill. He's a big pot that is full. He's so gentle and such a great character. He teaches entirely in Karmani. He writes everything. It sounds natural from his mouth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
It's why Karmani is gentle is it is not very harsh. For example, Ramaha vanam gacchati is just very direct. Ramena vanam gamyate taya evam kuryate. It's like, it's like a good way of reciting something that is happening without bringing that harshness of Kartari. Yeah.
Okay.
धन्यवादः. त्रिवादने मध्याह्ने त्रिवादने पुनः मिलामः.
धन्यवादः.
धन्यवादः. नमस्ते.